you're raising a family now, and it's a whole new world of responsibilities and living with other people, and has family life brought issues? Has food been a problem? Has food been like not even a issue at all? Um, how's things with family life?
So there are a few aspects to that. 8 years ago, when my mom and dad heard that I'm switching to a raw vegan diet, they told me, okay, it's going to last for a week, but then you're going to need something to supplement on. And it's good for a month. When I was doing it for a month, it's good for a month, but not more than that. 8 years
Fast
forward,
forward. Yes.
my mom is growing papaya trees in our garden, in their garden, and loquats and mangoes and whatever, and she's practically vegetarian. My father also did a very big switch to that. And the family that I'm raising is vegan. So in this close surrounding of a family, I have full support, and that food is not an issue at all.
Good.
Um,
Good.
in my small family, that's interesting. I find that my kid, my youngest, is not eating a lot right now. She's
No.
tasting foods, but she's breastfeeding mostly. So my kid, it's so natural for him to love fruit. He doesn't need me to tell him to go get a banana. He doesn't need me to tell him how many bananas it's okay to eat or not okay. He knows how many. So I learn a lot from watching him. I learn a lot about our nature and what has changed in our nature. And I learn a lot about getting the confidence naturally for things that in this modern culture we don't have. So that's a good experience.
Kids are sometimes our best teachers, aren't they?
Yeah, for everything, not only food.
Yes. Very much. If I told my daughter that she couldn't have something, she wanted it. If I told her she couldn't do something, she would show me she could. If I
That's a good
told her she
sign.
had to do something, she would resist. If we turned it into a game, she would do the same thing that she didn't want to do a minute ago. She would do it if it was a game. Like like we learn a lot from our children. And still, you are living a life that is so different than those people around you, and
Yeah.
and the people you meet professionally and socially, and all in the neighborhood and whatever. um, how have you managed to dance through that social being different socially,
Yeah,
and
I am.
and even have there been some frustrations? How have you dealt with those?
So I am different socially. And I think that food and eating is a mirror to our inner relationship with myself. I noticed that in the years that I wasn't so sure about what I'm doing, or I still wanted to eat other foods, then I had doubts and I had some frustration. But as the years went by and I became more confident and not wanting anything else and just knowing what I want and what I don't, it became a non-issue for me. It could sometimes be an issue for someone else that had expectations that I would eat something, but whenever people feel that I'm comfortable with what I'm doing, that usually they release of it and they're comfortable too. So the more time that goes by, the more I feel that it's a non-issue. I don't need to get organized with food. I don't take any special things when I get out of the house to have something to eat. If I'd want, I'd find something wherever I'm going. If not, I'll just wait till I get home. I'm not managed by food choices. I don't need
Fantastic.
to deal with it
Yeah.
too much.
I mean, I think it's easy too. I think it's really easy. We take care of our needs, but it's really easy. Um, and and any funny stories about that? Have you alienated anybody, or lost friends, or got into arguments you didn't mean to? Tried to help somebody that didn't want help?
Well, since I told you that food was such a big part of my emotional and spiritual growth, I found a lot of things about myself during this journey. I would say the whole first year of changing to a raw vegan diet, the hardest thing was to deal with my emotions, not with how to eat, because they
Mhm.
were all on the surface. And
Right.
that was a good thing because it allowed me to work out things in my life that needed to work out. So there are relationships that changed. And I can say that the friends that I've lost or gained were only because I looked for people that were more resembling to how I perceive life, and it didn't have to do with food necessarily. If someone accepted me the way I am, then it was an easy thing. And if someone had a criticism over it and didn't want to release it, then I released some friends. But I also gained friends, and I gained a lot of friends that eat the same as me, but also a lot of friends that don't eat the same as me, but see other things in life the same.